Blue skin, yellow eyes, and a talent for deception that makes her one of Marvel's most dangerous mutants and one of the most complex. Mystique has been a hero, a villain, a freedom fighter, a terrorist, an X-Man, a mother, and a master of manipulation all throughout the years. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into the complete history of Mystique, from comics and cartoons to the movies, action figures, and more. Mystique made her first full appearance in 1978 in the comic book Miss Marvel, issue number 18, created by Chris Claremont and Dave Cockrum. Even from her debut, she was wrapped in mystery. Her powers? Complete molecular shape-shifting, voice mimicking, regenerative healing, slowed aging, enhanced agility. She's awesome. And thanks to her cold, calculating personality, she quickly became one of Marvel's most unpredictable villains. The Brotherhood of Evil Mutants happened in 1980. She became the leader of them, one of the most iconic villain teams in Marvel history. But unlike Magneto's versions, Mystique's Brotherhood wasn't just about mutant supremacy. It was political, tactical, ruthless, and she fought government's oppression, clashed with the Avengers, and even attempted to assassinate Senator Kelly in the storyline that inspired X-Men Days of Future Past. Her leadership style? Manipulate, infiltrate, and strike from the shadows. Mystique's personal life is just as complicated as her missions. She's Nightcrawler's mother, Rogue's adopted mother, and had relationships with Azrael and Arlene Adler, and has known to be Destiny. Yeah, that's a Thanksgiving table right there. Her relationship with Rogue in particular is one of the most important in the X-Men history. Mystique raised Rogue, used her as a weapon, and shaped her destiny before Rogue defected to the X-Men. The X-Men cartoon. There's been a lot of them. X-Men the Animated Series in 1992, voice acted by Jennifer Dale. Mystique played a major role as a manipulator tied closely to Rogue and Nightcrawler's backstory, one of the most faithful adaptations in her comic persona. X-Men Evolution 2000, Colleen Wheeler, and she became the school's principal, infiltrated X-Men's world, and worked directly under Apocalypse. This version is a fan favorite for her cold, calculated performance. And she comes back in 2009 for Wolverine and X-Men. Voice actor Grade Desleslie. Here she serves as a dangerous operative with Magneto's mutant society and continues her long rival with the X-Men. Fast forward into this from 2000 to 2006. Rebecca Romaine Stamos in the Fox's original X-Men trilogy played Mystique as a silent, deadly infiltrator who spoke through actions rather than words. This version elevated Mystique to a top-tier cinematic villain. Acrobatic, stunning, and terrifying calm. And that suit was something to behold as well. Go a little bit further into 2011 to 2019, the prequel series reimagined Raven as a conflicted young mutant played by Jennifer Lawrence. Note to that, she lived right across the river from me in Louisville, Kentucky. Caught between Charles Xavier, hopeful vision of Magneto's mutant. This era explored struggles, her bond with Charles, her evolution from idealist to symbol of a mutant revolution. Love it or hate it, Lawrence's version made Mystique one of the most important characters in that franchise. I was a Lawrence fan, but I loved both of them. And then we're fast forwarding to toys and merchandise. On the outside, Mystique shouldn't be as big of a deal as she is, but has appeared in numerous collectible toy lines over the year. She had a Toy Biz figure. She had a Marvel Legends. There's Diamond Select statues. There's Funko Pop. There's high-end collectibles from Hot Toys and Sideshow collectibles. Collectors often seek out the comic style with the blue skin version through the movies, and the movies really are peg warmers, quite honestly. Mystique's role in the modern X-Men era is more important than ever. In the House of X storyline, she became a key player in the creation of Krakoa, the mutant nation. However, with Destiny initially banned from Resurrection, Mystique began plotting revenge from the inside. This leads to one of the biggest twists in the X-Men comics, cementing her as a top-tier strategist and a big player in the X-Men world. Her legacy. Mystique's story is one of the most reinvented and kind of surprising, literally. As a shapeshifter, she represents identity, survival, rebellion, and independence. Sometimes she's a hero, sometimes she's a villain. She falls in that line of tweener, which is a pretty cool thing. The one thing she is always is unpredictable. Whether she's infiltrating government, leading mutant armies, or destroying enemies from the inside, Mystique remains one of the most compelling and dangerous characters in Marvel history. One of the things for me is how much I didn't realize that I would like her, but her for me was the 90s cartoon, and it really solidified what she was. To me, she got a good character review, and she's got good toys that are coming out. We're going to review one here towards the end. So I want to take this time to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of Marvel Mutants, please hit that like button. I really would appreciate it. Subscribe. Let some friends know. We try to post several videos and shorts a week. We're trying to cover a lot of the genres and a lot of the franchises and get some of that history out there in short style videos. So, until then, let me know in the comments what Marvel characters you might want to see or franchises that you might want to see. And until then, enjoy the toy review, trust no one, and really, quit trusting people with yellow eyes. It's really a bad thing in life. Until then, peace out, enjoy the toy review. All right, cartoon accurate Mystique. This is one of the figures I think was the least of the good ones. Coloring and shading is perfect. The head to where it's kind of, she's like giraffe necked up. I don't like how her head is. Now the mold is fine. Mold's fine. This arcing neck that she has is terrible. Shading is fantastic. Does come with a blaster, pew pew, that you do see actually quite a lot in the cartoon. It will fit in both hands. This is kind of the gun hand. It's got it on the trigger there, so she can get you. One of the cool accessories she does come with is Baby Nightcrawler. Oh, is that coming into the history here a little bit? Look at that little pacifier in his mouth, kind of wrapped up in a nice way. Probably going to be given up here soon. And she could just hold the little, it's a baby. Look up, me a baby. But this one, the skirt moves around a little bit too much for my liking, and all of the movements just aren't that great. But I do love it. I do think it's a good figure, and let's get on with some history of this fantastic character.